what the f is this?
This is a painting that I acquired from Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach estate.
Bid Stitch Gang, we are in Miami, and our first stop is at the biggest and best chrome hearts dealer in the city. We are with the Chrome Plug. Now, from what I heard, they're doing a deal right now. So shh, let's be a little bit quiet and get a first-hand perspective on the crazy deal that might be happening inside.
It's okay. Hey guys, so we got about $100,000 deal going down right now. 4 pairs, not including the piece de resistance at the end. For the one-of-one chinos, my head is kind of at selling them for about 45,000. My head is here at about 15 to 18,000. These and these, I'm probably gonna retail them at my store for about 25,000 each, just based off the rarity of the Levi's right now. I think if we could get somewhere closer to maybe 85 for the 4.
What do you think? Flat.
I need some love though. I need something.
Flat, I was thinking 95 maybe. 90 flat would probably be my lowest. Or I'd be down to do a crazy coin flip because I'm a degenerate gambler.
I'm thinking we close it 88.5 and we call it a day. No funny business, no gambling. Then we can move on to the big boy. See where we get there. See if we can make a full deal for everything.
Okay, let's see if we can do a full deal. And if we could, then
this number stands?
Yeah, that sounds like a resolve.
All right. So tell me. The big boss piece. This has been in my ownership first. I sold it to another client who sold it to him, and now he or she is back on my desk. So tell me, where's your head at for these?
So bro, I see these bags, I see these jeans to start off with, and I see the prices some of these jeans are going for. Seeing jeans have been selling recently for upwards of 100,000, 200,000, 150,000 for very rare pieces that have been coming out. Duffel bags are even rarer than jeans, I want to say, in terms of especially a one-of-one version of it. I see it being a 150K bag in my eyes. Has to be a guy that loves blue, obviously, a huge blue fanatic. But obviously 150 is very up there, and it's something that some people aren't willing to spend on an item that they can't just wear, rather than they have to carry around, for example, which to me is a little bit ridiculous, I think. I think this is more of a better purchase than these.
Definitely, yeah, but I'd agree.
It's just not like
that. It's up to interpretation. It's what's cool.
Exactly. So realistically, I'm looking at around 100 grand, 115 grand on this bag, around there. Me and him have discussed this a couple times.
Yeah, and I have bought and I have sold the bag before for a certain number, so I have my number in mind. So I sold it for 65. I'm willing to give you 70 so I could try my luck at it again. Make you some money. I'm assuming you bought it at a good price.
Somewhat.
Yeah, so just here we got 60, almost 150,000 for all 5.
I mean, shit, if you're taking everything, I guess.
Taking it all, bro. I'm making it easy for you.
How am I gonna say no?
I'm making it easy for you. We're good? My brother, Mazal, thank you.
Let's go.
I appreciate you. The goal is gonna be to flip this stuff today, so let's see. Spider-Man BMW colorway. These are a classic pair. These used to go for somewhere around 6 or 7K 2-3 years ago when they came out, and now we're looking somewhere almost close to 15, 16K for these in certain sizes. Very clean, custom ordered, 505 Levi's. A rare colorway, a clean colorway, and the more wearable that it seems the chrome is, as far as like a daily pair, the higher the price is to the end consumer.
Do people prefer the darker wash or the lighter?
Lighter wash, always. 501s over 505s, 505s over 517. People are learning their denims with chrome in a way. Another classic, Miami Art Basel. Like these are 505 as well. If they were 501, it'd be close to like, I wanna say like a 35, maybe 40 grand pair. And the most special of all, for Big Boss only. So this is a one-of-one order. We have 3 different types of patches, 4 different types of patches actually. A soft suede, we have a pony hair, we have what looks to be like a cowhide of some sort, and then we have a chrome camo patch which has all the monograms on it. A very cool patch on a classic chrome chino. Very expensive, Big Bosses only.
How often do you see that?
Yeah, customs are hard. Customs come around, they come randomly, they come by circumstances. So we're coming up to spring break and summer, so a lot of pairs are gonna start moving around.
Could you give us like ballpark on each one of the pieces that you pulled on like what the range is like for market on?
Yeah, of course. So for the one-of-ones, it's tough. It's like anything one-of-one. It's up to interpretation, you know? To someone, this could be a $100,000 pair. To another person, it could only be worth 10, you know? But it's gonna go to the guy that wants to pay 100,000.
Okay, you're gonna have to go through the bag now.
Yeah, we have a special, very special piece here. There's a brand new Chrome Hearts duffel bag, a custom order. We've sold it once, we're buying it back, we're gonna sell it again.
Same bag?
Same bag. This is what we'd call blue chip Chrome. This is your Microsoft, this is your Tesla, this is your eBay and Amazon of Chrome. Your price will only go up, it will never go down, because there's people that have spent a lot of money that we're all kind of in conglomeration, holding the prices up together and making sure that we're able to still get the price that we need for items like this. You know, it's seen its few collectors here and there that have taken their swing at it, but she's excellent condition.
That is ridiculous.
Nutty, right?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I want to get a custom piece like this made today, can't?
No.
How much do I have to spend?
You're too late. You're too late to
Really?
the party. Yeah. The way that the hype is, it's impossible now. Unless you're someone's kid or someone famous's sibling or something, very, very slim odds. So this is a 6-figure bag right here. Last year, it was half that, so.
Last year was 50K, today.
I'd want 100,000, give or take. We have another custom duffel bag, not as expensive, but just so you guys can see a comparison based on like colors and wearability, this is a $20,000 custom bag. Looks normal, but it has the custom embellished cross, custom strap on it, which as you'd see on this one, they don't come with the strap. So someone ordered that, someone made that into a thing, and based off this information, this is about a $20,000 bag. Is the patches worth a 5K price jump? That's up to you guys. That's up to you, the buyer, the consumer. We think yes.
Okay, we got the Chrome Hearts accessories, oddities, whatever you want to call it, but you got it. There's a couple crazy pieces in here. Could you pull out some of these and just show us what's what?
Yeah, let me show you some of my favorites here, for sure. So the first one would probably be this exclusive Chrome Hearts beaded cashmere beanie. This is a new thing they're doing. I think it's called pret-a-porter, the style. It's like a wedding dress kind of sequin style. Got another crazy one. Chrome Hearts dinosaur keychain. So I did have 2 full-size dinosaurs. They're both gone.
Sold?
Sadly sold.
All that's left is the head.
All that's left is the head.
Could you tell us the price on each of those?
Yeah, so the beanie I'm asking $5,000 and the dinosaur's at $4,000. This is a fun one.
What?
Only for the big boss dogs. You know, we got a pink dog leash, brand new obviously, rhodium plated, Miami Art Basel exclusive.
Wow.
So you can only get it here when it came out, once a year. They do the best drop.
Price on that?
$3,500. Let's see what we have next.
This is my favorite.
This is awesome. This is awesome for my fitness gurus, for my decorative asset collectors, for my home goods enthusiasts. We got Chrome Hearts ebony wood and 925 silver jump ropes, leather rope, brand new, unused. You ready? 5,000.
Okay, what is this? Let's get real for a second. What is it? I actually don't know.
We'll let the audience take a guess first, but it's a matchstick holder. And it's got, you know, a little light for it too. So you hold your matches, you keep it near and dear to your pipe. You got your whole kit right here.
I guess I got a dirty mind then.
Yeah. They caught you. So last 2, then we got some easy wears. We had the Fleur de Lis cashmere beanie. It's got the hardware on top, hardware on the front, classic roller belt. I haven't been able to keep these in stock. I get about 2 to 3 a week and about 2 to 3 a week sell. Wow. So it's insane. Every week I'm having to readjust the prices and keep up with the market and stuff. So 55 on the belt and 2,500 on the hat.
Is it disappointing for you to see them as a brand kind of stopping these sort of cooler alternative products that they were originally creating?
There's a method to their madness and they're kind of slowing it down to let all the prices catch up. I think that's their whole demo with everything. Is this not selling well? Okay, well then stop selling it.
Yeah.
And then it starts reselling and then they sell it again.
When you look at Chrome, what do you think of first, denim or their leather?
Leather, for sure.
Yeah.
Silver, I think. Silver's where my head goes to. I think that's what's gonna hold, you know, true through the future is the silver and the jewelry and whatnot.
Very cool. Okay, you mentioned something, or we saw something over here that had a really cool story behind it. I saw you post this. Initially I was like, oh, this is really interesting. But what you told me was that there's a pretty big story behind a lot of these really cool vintage pieces that you sourced.
So a few of these vintage leathers were acquired from a very, very famous West Palm Beach real estate agent. So for years, you know, she was there closing deals, making money, being a boss. She loved Chrome Hearts. She loved to custom order things. This being one of them. full leather conductor's hat with the gunslingers, with the hardware. Absolutely insane piece.
And she had these two as well.
Yeah, and these are where it gets crazy. So we have a fully custom Chrome Hearts overall, skirt, dress, very crazy piece. It's got wallet chain loops, it's got carabiners, the buttons everywhere, the daggers. It's an insane piece.
This is ridiculous. What year would she have acquired something like this?
Based on the information that I've gathered from the caretaker who sold the stuff, probably 90s. This is rock star era stuff,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
She was living this.
Oh yeah, big time.
She was living it.
And it wasn't as, I mean, Chrome wasn't as mainstream, obviously in the 90s as it is
They
today.
were doing more couture stuff for events and for the Oscar ceremonies, and you know, they were,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen,
LeBlanc.
what's this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, Matt
Matthew
LeBlanc wearing the
custom ordered
sling.
things. That's more what they were doing there. Oh, you broke your arm, you got
Yeah.
an award show? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, we'll make you a leather sling.
That's so interesting, and it's so like emblematic of the sort of rock star legacy that they have, creating incredible pieces like
Yeah.
the one you mentioned and these ones that we see here today.
Exactly.
Let's talk about this one as well.
Yeah, the skirt's cool. So the skirt, I'm thinking, was some sort of blue glitter all the way throughout. Now not so much. It looks like just black soft suede at this point, but fully hardwared out, you know, plain on the back. To order that back then, 20, 30 years ago, and for it to still be cool now, I think it's just, it's incredible. Retail on the pieces like this, modern day, on the overalls, is about 23,000. So I'm right around there, about 20,000 for this one.
What do you think it sold for originally in the 90s?
It was expensive. It wasn't cheap back then. Maybe 5 or 6 grand
Yeah.
at the top dollar.
Yeah.
This one's honestly a really good price for any of you lovely ladies. Fits a 24 up to a 26, 4,500. True vintage Chrome Hearts.
Class is in session. The Chrome Plug is your professor. 101, Chrome Hearts, Denim. Give me the introductory lesson. Could you go through each of these pieces?
Let's go over here. Standard Levi's 505. So what makes these special? White patches. Very hard to come by.
Okay, that's irregular compared to, okay, got it,
It's not
got
the
it.
standard. So let's use this one for an example. So these two are both the same size. They're both 505s. They're both a light wash. If what we're saying about crosses and rarity, this one, because it's cheetah, would be more, right? It's not.
Why?
Stars.
So, okay, so if we're to like put levels on this, so the cross patches would be higher value, stars would be beneath that?
Right now, in today's current market, that would be a yes.
So what would be the price comparison between these two?
So these are 8 grand. These are 25 grand.
Okay, got it, got it. Interesting, just because, is it the print or is it the shape that kind of puts it at that 8K level?
It's the stars. Always goes back down to the stars.
Got it.
No crosses, no fun.
Rule number 1, no crosses, no fun.
Rule 2, no cross, no money. But the price point is amazing. Given these are 25K, why would you not opt in for the stars?
Sure. This is crazy. This is actually like information to me.
Yeah, it gets crazy, and wait till we check the Carhartts out.
Okay. Lesson number 2, Professor Chrome Plug.
Carhartts, baby.
Okay, get into these. These are crazy. We got a big boy right here. We have some in-store exclusives.
These are my favorites.
Tell me everything you know.
Yeah, so we get back to that star patch we were talking about in lesson number 1. Stars, not desirable for some reason. This is a very affordable pair in the world of Chrome and in the world of Carhartt, which brings the price up more. What? This is the most desired vintage cut that Chrome does. Higher than Levi's, in my opinion, higher than their in-house as well.
Wait, what is up with the rules just applying differently based on
It's the wearability, it's the bagginess, it's what people are wearing now. Even plain Carhartts, you know, in the vintage world, I'm sure you're
Of course, the market's
in
ridiculous
tune.
right
The market's
now.
crazy. A good pair, I feel like this, with some repairs and whatnot, would be a good $250, maybe $300 to some people.
100%,
So
yeah, they want that wear, they want that age.
the wear, they want the age, they want the look, but they also want to be able to say, hey, I'm Mr. Big Boss. I got all the patches on my pants.
Is this an in-store exclusive?
Yeah, so these two were a Vegas opening exclusive for the Fountain Blue store. So their 3rd store in Vegas that they opened.
Damn, that's crazy.
Insane. So they did the special Carhartts. We got the suede, the lambskin, the pony hair.
Okay, this is a random question for you. I've heard when there is damage to some of these pants, Chrome Hearts will accept a return and put a patch over it.
So the patches are done. That's over.
That's done.
It was true.
Really?
That would have been true maybe 2 maybe 3 years ago. Nowadays, they kind of know.
Really?
Someone will go and mess up their pants just to get some more patches.
Wow, okay. Well, speaking of that, we've got a nicely distressed pair right here.
So this is a 2021 Sex Records New York release. So Sex Records is Matty Boy, Matt Giacomo, shout out him. He used to be the creative director for Chrome. These are cool. We got the snow camo patches. Obviously they take off all the Carhartt logos and rivets and everything, replace it with their own. We got the zipper with no dagger, again, Chrome Hearts. I'd expect something more for a $4,000 retail price.
Oh, $4,000 retail on this one?
Yes, just about.
Resale?
We're pushing 25K.
25,000 bucks.
Yeah, the prices on everything are just going through the roof.
Okay, what about these two?
These, based on the size 40, it's rare. You got ball players, you got NFL players, you got big boys. It's hard to find big boy stuff that fits the right way, like a baggy Carhartt. Given all that information, I'd say just around 15K. Yeah, these were right there at the same price, 15K. This is a size 34, generally wearable by most people.
Okay, we have sort of our ranking on patches. Where do the sex patches exist on that ranking?
In the last couple of years, they've gone up because you can only find this patch on 3 items, if I'm gonna be politically correct. You can find this patch on a chicken nugget bag, which is a handbag, a purse. You can find it on these jeans, and you can find it on the Sex Records bomber jacket. And a hat, they did a hat too. Definitely on the rarer side of patches you can get from Chrome.
So when we first got into the archive, we saw Chrome Plug do a little buyout, but now the tables have turned. We've got a prospective buyer coming in. Potentially there might be a deal on something very, very special within the archive. So let's see some of the magic in action.
All right guys, Chrome Plug here. We're at West and 7th. We got a big boss here for a big boss piece. So tell me bro, we've been talking. I have my price, you have your price, but you're here, so I think we're gonna be willing to move.
The biggest thing is, what are you at?
Yeah, I want 25.
I can't do 25. I can't do 25.
Tell me where you're at.
I'm probably at like.
I take care of you, bro.
I'm probably at like 14.
It's slow, bro. I'm always
14.
taking care of you, bro. I'm always buying your stuff. I'm keeping you in motion, bro. You gotta help me out, bro. I think
I'm thinking 14. 14's a good number. 14's a good number. You guys, 14's a good number, right? That's a solid number. 14's a beautiful number. What if I take something else, but we keep this one at a 14 ball? I'll take a couple more things.
if you're taking big items, we can always work it, you know. All right, let's see where we can go.
A little something snazzy. How's these?
32s. These are 17,000. You ready? Take this, take these. We do 30 even, and we call it a day. One price, yes, yes, no, no. They're really good pieces.
How about we do 28 for both?
29, shake my hand. Let's call it a deal.
28 both. 28 both. 28?
Call it a day. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
And look how nasty.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think? 28? Did he do good? Is he killing it? Is he big boss? Come through, guys. We're here. We're doing deals every day.
Okay, we have 3 more pairs of pants here, a 505 and 2 501s. Correct. Talk to us about the differences between the 3.
Yeah, so we just looked at a few 505s before. This is a really rare one. This came out for 2020, Art Basel, Miami. Limited quantities, and it's pretty good condition. All the hardware's great, no flaws. The patches are in good condition. It's very odd to see something like that, 6 years, a pair of pants to still be perfect. So given all that, I'm at 30,000 for them.
And the desirability on these colored patches in comparison to the white.
Yeah, it's about the same. This was just a very sought after drop. And I think people would opt more for this one because you could turn your brain off a little bit. You know that it's a pair that came out in stores. You know that there's multiple pairs that exist. Whereas the white ones, they kind of just appear here and there when people order them.
And so does that lead to a little bit more skepticism when people are buying the white patches as opposed to these?
Definitely.
Really?
Definitely. So this was a super easy sale. These are already pre-sold as we're filming this. It's a pair that's known. You could kind of track the sizes down by who's had them and kind of keep your loop. That's where I look at mainly is, can I track down the pair and who it came from?
So on that note, how many pairs of pants like this are in circulation on the market right now? Is it more than 500?
No, I'd say probably 100 or less.
Is there any hardware differences between the pants, or are they for the most part?
There is, yeah. So this is what makes the 501 so sought after. So here on the 501 pairs, you'll see they have the full Chrome Hearts hardware on the inside. It's kind of popular for people to cut this little tab out too, so you could show your hardware when you wear them. Not my style, but I've seen it done. Whereas the 501s, 517s, and so on have just the standard zipper. Not a chrome zipper either, which I would expect Chrome Hearts to do a chrome zipper. Cough, cough.
So then talk to me about the price difference between the two and how silverware changes that.
Yeah, so this is a weird one to show.
The class is in session.
This is a weird one to show. Why? Art Basel, Miami exclusive, 505. This is worth more than these 5.
Despite the fact that these ones have more hardware.
In my humble opinion, yes, because it's easily traceable. It's a pair that released in a store at a time that people know. So because of that, those are really easily authenticated.
Now, listen, class was never gonna be easy. These are some crazy rules, some crazy exceptions, some caveats, some nuances. This is ridiculous, but I'm very impressed right now.
And it keeps going. This just so happens to be actively one of the most expensive Levi's jeans for chrome on the market. Just so happens to be a 505, which is not the desired cut that most of you are after. So the 505, from my knowledge, is more tapered to the bottom, whereas the 501 is a boot cut. So if you're not wearing boots, it's stacked. It's the standard modern look that you're going for. Yeah. Or looks good with boots, looks good with sandals, however you want to wear it, you know. So we have another Art Basel pair. This one's a 501, but now we have the colors. Colors of patches we were talking about earlier in the lesson.
How does this apply to the rule then? Pink, where does it rank?
Versus blue. Pink is high.
Okay.
Pink ranks very highly amongst the chrome collectors. White, black, red, those are top 3 in my opinion.
Okay.
I think pink and blue are ranking slightly under. But this is a pink 501 with the extra hardware, not a 505, but it goes for slightly less than our blue pair over here did, even though it's the desired cut and would probably fit most of you a lot better.
Okay guys, you have 5 seconds right now. Put it in the comment, put it in the chat. What's the price on this one? 5 seconds. Okay, what would you price it at?
I'm pricing these out at $27,500.
Were you right?
So, this is different. This is not for the cross-wearing boys. This is not for you hype beasts. All right, this is a real deal, big boss pair of pants. Some stuff you buy once, you wear for the rest of your life. It molds to your body, it's leather. Flared, boot cut, crazy quality. This is the pair to buy. This is much, much, much longer lasting than a pair of denim or a pair of Carhartts or a pair of chino pants. This pair specifically made for a client to my knowledge. And back in the day when you would get your pairs tailored out, you would get your initials on the pair. So this is 31SR.
Okay, you mentioned these are the pair to buy. At one point when you were, just at the earliest stage of your Chrome Plug career, you were one of those kids buying at Chrome Hearts.
Yeah, and I would not buy a pair of leather pants. Not if you paid me to buy a leather pant. I used to be a consumer just like everybody. I'd go to the store. I'd buzz my guy a few times every day trying to go in randomly, It just gradually became a thing where I was collecting a lot of stuff, and I genuinely liked the brand for myself for a really long time, and it was all I wore.
Well, talk to us about that transition. How did you start as a consumer and end up being a reseller?
Well, I think like anything, you get to a certain level of collecting and you can move things around and things have a value and you can trade and rotate, and that's all I was about. I was about getting new stuff and always having new stuff to wear, and it was just for me personally for the longest time.
So I'm curious, what's Chrome Hearts reception been towards folks like you, not just you, but a lot of other people like you, that were those retail buyers and have now changed?
Well, I think with the banning that they've been doing, honestly, it's changing the market, and it's making all these people that are so heavily invested into the brand kind of feel like they have to keep it up altogether. We're all kind of a conglomerate holding the market steady. And it's the people like me that get banned and go, wow, I have all this stuff. I personally don't wear as much chrome now because I'm banned from the brand, but I think it's the same for a lot of folks. We're all holding on to a lot of stuff, and when that happens, it's your transition into this reselling and collecting hybrid that it is.
Yeah. Do you find it interesting that you as a collector, as someone that in a lot of ways props up the market for chrome hearts, that you guys are maybe not viewed in the most positive light by the brand, despite the fact that you really hold it on your shoulders?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We are not. And I think all the resellers can agree with that. You're frowned upon in chrome hearts, you know, and for good reason. You know, I don't think Ferrari would want 10 people in there ordering a Ferrari for MSRP that flips for, you know, 100% over retail. So I think it's for good reason. I wouldn't want my company doing that, you know?
Yeah, but do you think that Chrome Hearts also realizes that
It's a powerful force, definitely. Not to cut you off, but I definitely think it's a powerful force that we have that benefits them in the long run.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you guys stopped doing what you were doing, I think it's safe to say that Chrome Hearts wouldn't be what it is today.
I think so as well. I think if the resellers just all banned up and sold their stuff, the market would just tank. It's like a real stock market. It's got real facts. It's a facts-driven market. So I think it's good in the space that it's making things like this more available, because now the price point of these pants is $5,000. It makes you wonder, why is the leather one that's gonna last forever not more expensive?
It is weird, yeah.
Why is it a good deal?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's consumer habits, consumer tendencies, and you're sort of on the forefront of that.
But I think this is more so what Chrome Hearts wants, is they want their consumers to really be wearing these. They want their consumers to be buying the leather belts, the rings, the jewelry, etc. So I think they want more of this to be the cheaper alternative.
That's a fair take.
It's a good, cheap alternative. Yo, guys, I forgot one thing. Hold up. This is crazy.
Okay, what the f is this?
Okay, so this is a painting that I acquired from Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach estate. You know, we sell clothes, we sell cool stuff. It's inherent that they go together. The guy who sold it to me didn't really have any clients or anybody that he sells clothes to. It's just a Chrome Hearts buyer of mine.
So give me a little bit of the lineage here, the chronology. So he was the first one that got his hands on it. How did that happen?
I wish I knew. I don't ask too many questions.
What was in the bundle? Like, what did he have?
So it was 9 or 10 sweaters. It was some medicines. It was a computer. It was this painting. I had some shoes, some signed books, a bunch of stuff, you know?
Crazy.
There was a whole load of stuff.
Was it the infamous quarter zip?
I had a few. There's multiples of that one, yeah. What? There's 4 of the navy blue ones that exist.
And how many did you have in your possession?
I had all 4.
What was it like buying that?
It was a little weird. I felt a little dirty, like I was doing dirty business, but it was good. It ended up going to an art collector, someone that stores things like that. You know, they have a collection of paraphernalia and memorabilia and that kind of
How do you
category.
know it was even real?
So it took a little bit of digging. It was a lot of like matching up pictures and doing my due diligence. But what really was the ticker is I got an email and then followed by a phone call from an FBI agent. She came to my house, she interviewed me, she took a look at all the items. She deemed them his items and took the computer because it's an active investigation. So that's my authenticity, that's my COA for those items, you know, is the FBI coming in.
That's crazy.
Basically interviewing me about them, yeah.
That's insane. So of everything that you acquired, is this the last thing?
This is the last thing. I wanted to keep something for myself.
Crazy.
You know, and I figured that a painting's probably the best. You could just hang it up on the wall.
This is insane.
Yeah, so on the back, it's titled Flag 4JE 2011. And then if you'll look here, it's got his address from when the painting was shipped to his house. So Brillo Way, that's his Palm Beach address. Very well known, shown in all the documentaries, etc. Maybe you'll see it on an auction, something like this, but things like this really just they're not out there.
Were you surprised by the amount of like attention that came about when some pieces from his collection like ended up, you know, hitting the social media markets?
Was I surprised? No. Was I a little hurt and betrayed? Yes.
Wait, why?
I had this grand scheme to take everything to auction. And when a couple of the pieces started getting broken up, there was no point. Like a market had already been set for the pieces, so I just moved it all privately and did my thing like that.
Someone comes to you, I know that this is something that you're holding now, at least for now, but someone comes to you and says, hey, I have a number, what would you be willing to take?
So I've turned down 50,000. That was my biggest offer I've gotten so far for it. Like I said, this is gonna be the first time that the internet sees it, so I'm really looking for about 200,000. And I think you're getting a piece of history, you're getting something that's actively hot and being talked about. It's a good topic, so it's here. You guys know where to find it, Weston 7.
Okay, so you want the West Coast Choppers jacket. This is a very rare jacket. You know Jesse James put an offer on this.
I know exactly what this is, a low offer.
You know how much it sold for?
Tell me.
$5K.
Okay.
There's only 2 on the market.
This being the second one.
This is the second one.
So you ruined the market.
As always, you know.
As always.
It's the vintage move.
So it's not a one of one anymore.
Okay, how much would you do on it? If it sold for 5, you would think it would sold the second one's more, right? Prices go up.
I'd want to be around 2,000.
No, there's no way. There's no way. There's zero chance. I could go like 4,500.
Too high. Well, I'm not in the business of making $500. You see what I sell?
Is it a personal or is it for resale?
Nothing's personal. Everything has a price on it. You know what we do.
Okay, well,
we're in the business of selling clothes.
I'm at 45. There's no way I can't.
Okay, so I'm at 2. I think 3 flat is the number it's worth. Someone's got to make their juice on the back end.
We're open to a 3 or 6 coin flip.
I'm at 3. I really would like to close at 3K.
You know, you got a big reputation for buying, but when
my
it comes
Zelle
to
comes right here. Yeah, but I'm a shrewd negotiator. This is why I'm able to do what I do, my friend. Come on.
It's a pass at 3. You guys aren't gonna get it today. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I want it.
I can't. I want it too.
Come back to me with one more offer.
It would be
under 4.
Yeah, 30. I could do 39. There's no way. I'm not making any money at that point. The last one sold for 5. I've already had people be like, oh, if you list it, it's gonna go for over 5.
37. Yes or no? My hand is out.
My hand's not. We could do 38, and then you'll have a deal. That's a great deal. Mazal?
Mazal on camera, my friend.
3,800. Could you hold up the jacket?
It's here on camera. Don't lowball me. Live and unscripted, my friends.
Yeah. How much are you gonna list it for? That's what I'm curious about. How much are you gonna list it for? Nah. Chrome Plug does Chrome Plug things, man. So Chrome Plug, you are beyond just Chrome Hearts. We've got some great curated vintage pieces here. And one thing that I like about these is the condition, the distress, the wear. Reminds me very, very similar to the Carhartt Chrome Hearts that you had sourced.
I think it all goes together.
And I think, yeah, it's like a full circle moment. Could you tell us about your curation and your affinity towards vintage and kind of what it means for the greater curation that you have in your showroom?
For sure, yeah. So it started for me as the easiest thing to wear with a pair of crazy pants. Brown pants, pink patches, maybe white shirt with a pink graphic. It's easy, you know, it's easy, it's cool, it's wearable, they're easy to wash, you can throw them in the washer and that's that. So that was my entire notion in the beginning a few years back. But now it's come more to just having a selection for everybody and every type of need that they may want. So I have collectible rock stuff, I have hard to find 80s punk, 80s thrashed. I have random Y2K, 90s, 80s thrash. I want to sell good looking clothes. Exactly. I'm not so much on what it is or who it's for, but good looking clothes.
I think one thing we spoke about previously was like the fit's becoming much more important than some of the pieces themselves. It's that overall silhouette that matters.
It's how you put it together. And I think having a real vintage shirt with a real pair of Chrome Hearts jeans and some nice accessories, you can't really beat it right nowadays. That's just about what everybody wants to do.
When you and I were speaking earlier, I asked you to look in the crystal ball and tell me what you think the next big thing was. And to my surprise, you didn't say in fonts, you didn't say any big name brands, you said vintage. Tell me about that.
Yeah, not just t-shirts, I think. Pants, jackets, even maybe hats. I've seen a rise in zip-ups, long sleeves. People are buying vintage to copy it, to make designer versions of it. You know, people are coming to my store to steal references.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I sold a Xanax shirt for $1,200 the other day to someone who just copied it for their brand.
Good or bad? Happy or sad?
I like it, but my other buddy did it a little bit better. He didn't buy the shirt from me.
Really?
So yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. A lot of the thrashers sell to people taking references.
Do you see your showroom in the foreseeable future being like this blend between Chrome Hearts style clothing and vintage tees, vintage pants, vintage sweats?
Yes, but I think I'm going more in a collectible route. I want to sell recyclable wardrobes. I want to sell something you could come and put money in and you can get your money out. So it's always like a cyclical thing between me and my clients.
And we're gonna be there for every step of the journey. We're super appreciative that you had us here at your shop. Chrome Plug, West and 7th. If you're in Miami, you gotta get your ass over here for appointments only.
DM us.
DM the accounts, my brother. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for
Thank
everything.
you.
Yes, sir.
Real estate, it's hard.